you guys, and welcome back to the vlog. It's Saturday, so happy Saturday. I have so many things to update you guys on. A lot of finished projects around here that I just didn't pick up my camera to film. One of them being our front door. We just finished it yesterday. I did like a really pale blue color. Oh, lovely. I just made it so dirty. We went with this atmospheric blue color, and I'm so happy that we did. It looks really bright and beautiful, though it's definitely a spring, if not summer color, so I might have to revisit it later in the year. The reason I grabbed my phone to say hi to you guys is because I have been working on the garden this morning. It has been so overgrown because it's just been raining nonstop lately, and I just was like, I need to do it today, even if the ground isn't fully dry, and it's not, but it's been working really well. So I'll show you guys my progress. That's also why I'm out of breath. I'm just like, why is this harder than you would expect it to be? So obviously the dark brown is where I've already tilled. Before, it looked something like this. So where I have the tiller, I'm gonna go up and down to this endpoint right here. I have a few sticks in the yard because this is all of my squash and cucumber area. Because squash and cucumber just completely take over your garden if you don't give them enough space. So that's why it's a little bit just misshapen as to where they're placed and not in a perfect row. But it's been so nice to be out here and finally get it looking like a garden again and not just a bunch of weeds. So far things are going pretty well. So I'm happy with the progress. I'm gonna keep going and finish this probably in like 10 minutes. And then I get to get my hands dirty and then start weeding by hand in between all of my seedlings. Here is the finished product. It finally looks like a garden again. The other projects that I did that I wanted to fill you guys in on is I finished our dining room table. This is with the top coat and sealer. I did it a semi-gloss, which I was scared for a little bit because it went on so glossy and shiny. And now it has kind of mattified a little bit, and it just is so nice to have done. And this isn't huge, but I finally hung up these two pictures in our kitchen. Caleb is on his way home right now. It is Saturday. I think it's almost 5, if not 5. And I'm gonna start making dinner for us. We're gonna eat dinner and then hang out with family.
How's she doing?
5 years old. How cute is that? You know. You like it?
Yeah. This looks really good, Lil.
Happy Sunday, everyone. We are getting something set up in the house, and I'm so excited because this has been on our list to do for so long, but we're finally replacing the chandelier above our dining room table, and I'm just now unboxing the light fixture that I bought. It's up, finally. Morning, guys. It's another Monday on the farm. I'm working on getting a few things wrapped up here at the farm. Wedding week is upon us. It's crazy. It's gone by so fast. And so I just cleaned out a little bit in our mudroom, took some trash to the dumpster, and I'm now working on putting mulch all around our garden shed. I would really like to mulch our whole front yard and work on landscaping here, but that's a little bit of a bigger project. There's a little bit of mulch left in the back of this truck from when my mother-in-law was doing her house, and so I just started shoveling around the garden shed. I think we'll have enough for at least the front and the side of this, which is kind of the street view and what I care about the most right now. This is the remainder of the mulch, and As you can see, I just put it down here and then I'll start filling in around the bushes. All of this is paint chips from when we were painting our garden shed a few weeks ago. So I'm gonna go around after I mulch and pick up everything that's left. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and mulch. There's a little bit of piping for the edge, so I'll probably mulch right up to the edge and hopefully this grass will just get killed. There was actually a lot more mulch in the back of that truck, so I got almost the whole flower bed done around this garden shed. It is so hot outside. I just spent like an hour mulching and I'm starving, so I'm gonna make myself some chicken salad. I don't know why, but this whole summer, the last like month and a half, all I've been craving is chicken salad. It sounds good for every meal besides breakfast. I finally prepped some chicken ahead of time. Caleb and I had chicken pasta on Saturday when he got here, and I went ahead and cooked an extra chicken breast so that I could just shred it and make some chicken salad. So I'm actually gonna prep quite a large bowl. I have a breast and a half, and then I'm gonna take some for work tomorrow. I just got home from traveling to get a Facebook Marketplace find, and I'm actually so excited about this one. I really did not want to go when the time came to it because it was raining and gross and I didn't want it to get ruined, but it actually ended up being really nice weather. But we got a really cool like hutch armoire kind of thing for our mudroom where we can put all of our coats and jackets, but it's a super old furniture piece. The doors are kind of sunken in because we took all of the shelving out on the inside, but look how beautiful this is. So of course there's two drawers that go here, but it's 7 feet tall and it's just so beautiful. I'm gonna call my brother-in-law and see if he can help me bring it inside because it took 4 people to get in our car. I have a huge favor to ask you. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I am about to make 2 loaves of sourdough, and you might be wondering, why are you walking upstairs if you are making sourdough? Last night I fed my starter, and I've done this before where I've just left it overnight like I usually do, and this house gets so cool at night downstairs. It gets so cold, and my starter hasn't risen before by me just leaving it overnight. So I brought my starter into my room with me and hoped and crossed my fingers that it would rise in the bedroom, and I think it did. My scale isn't big enough for this big enamel bowl, so I have to measure everything in a smaller bowl and pour it in. And that probably seems very counterintuitive, but this bowl is just so nice for stretch and folds and for the dough to rise because I'm making 2 loaves. I usually make bread just for myself, but I've started making bread for our in-laws, which live next door to us. And today, I actually have bread left over from when I made it last week. Hopefully it's still good this morning because I would love some. But I'm making 2 loaves for tomorrow specifically because, like I said earlier, this is wedding week and all of Abby's fiance's family are coming in, and they're all coming to the farm, including all of our family, and some extended family will be here at the farm. And so we're doing both, I think, a late lunch and dinner. And so it's just gonna be a really fun time where everyone gets together and we all can kind of just spend some time together before the big day. And so I asked my mother-in-law if I could make anything, and she said, bring some bread. So I'm making 2 loaves of bread, and honestly, today is gonna be a very busy day. I won't be here almost at all. So it's 6:30, almost 7 right now. And I'm starting 2 loaves. I need to leave here at 8:30. Wednesdays are my internship days. I go all day Tuesdays, all day Wednesdays. And so I'll do my stretch and fold, put in the salt here before I leave for my internship. And then I'm really just crossing my fingers and hoping this bread does really well on the counter all day. We're back in the kitchen, and I don't remember the last time I had an afternoon coffee besides traveling and things like that, but I'm so hungry. I ate lunch earlier. It's 2:30, and I'm going to get my nails done with my mother-in-law and sisters-in-law in like an hour and a half. Yeah, and so I really want to get some protein in. I want a little pick-me-up, and so I'm gonna make myself an iced protein coffee. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it because I actually have never had it iced, but hot, it's so good. So I have full confidence in the iced version. Syrup from the farm, made here on the farm. Just a teeny little bit. That was probably too much. Then the secret ingredient is the Ballerina Farms protein powder. It is so good. Now that I have that made, I have a few more things on my list to do before the wedding weekend starts officially. And I think this vlog is gonna get cut shorter than normal just because we have a bunch of family coming in tomorrow. So I'll probably end the vlog out here in a little bit, but I do want to hang up some pictures. I don't know where, but I just want to get them up on the wall. This is what I'm working with art-wise. So I have this print and then this little, I don't even know what it is. It's from California, and I picked it up. I just thought it was so pretty. So it just kind of hugs in there. And then this is a picture I took from our honeymoon on film. That's Caleb walking. I have these 4 prints. These 3 are prints that I framed, and then this one I bought. I absolutely love this frame so much. This is actually filmed from our honeymoon as well. This was a gift from Cynthia and Carter. They gave it to me for my birthday. It's a picture that Carter took, I think on film, and they printed and framed that for me. This is one of the first things I thrifted after we got married. It's not my favorite thing, but I do like it, and I know I'll find a use for it. This isn't a piece of art. This will go on a bookshelf somewhere, but the Dobbs brothers are my grandpa and my great uncle, and this is their band. So that right there is my grandpa. We call him Teepaw. That's his brother, Uncle Steve, and that's Mary Rhodes. There is a record in here. Another piece of art that we have is this vintage print of sailboats. And then of course you guys have seen this one. This was in our living room in our last apartment. It was actually in our last 2 apartments. The thing that I'll show is in our guest room, I just propped up the textile I antiqued a while back, which I've never ever used or put up in a room, but I really, really like it in this space. One day I will hang them up. And actually, I don't know if I showed you guys, I got this lamp and one that matches it from Facebook Marketplace the other day. They each were $5, so I got both for $10, and they are huge. I mean, look at it in comparison to me. It's huge, and it's just such a cool light. I have one in the living room, which I'm sure you guys just saw. I might watch this footage back and be like, you already told them about this, but I really, really love the lamp for this space and in the guest room. This is the lamp here, and it's just on this little kind of tiny plant stand, which I actually really like. I don't know if I'll keep it there long term, but right now it's really cute. So it's just a pretty light and it fits the space really well, I think. Hanging stuff in apartments versus homes is we can finally make holes in the walls here, and I want to hang this picture. So there is a little hook for a nail here, but it's upside down. So we're going to switch this guy around and put it right side up.